Welcome back once again. So guys, if you're new to this channel, do well to like this channel videos, share the videos, always leave a free Nnamdi Kanu in the comment section, and most importantly, hit the subscribe button and turn on this channel notification bell so that I won't be missing any trending updates concerning Nnamdi Kanu, as all what you'll be getting here are trending and latest updates about Nnamdi Kanu. As all know, Nnamdi Kanu release is what is definitely obtainable at the moment. As we all know that the court treated Nnamdi Kanu that he should enter into defense. As Nnamdi Kanu kept on declining it, saying that you cannot do that. Nnamdi Kanu stated a fundamental right for them, telling them that they have no right to try him without a case. Nnamdi Kanu is saying this thing boldly in the court that there is no case against him. Yet they keep bringing out different reports, including terrorism reports. They are bringing out terrorism-related reports against Nnamdi Kanu. While I keep telling you guys that Nnamdi Kanu is an innocent man. I earlier told you guys that Nnamdi Kanu is a prophet. Everything that Nnamdi Kanu was saying some years ago is what is happening in reality now, if you can check. Nnamdi Kanu talked about the insecurity and talked about the too much killings of Christians. And now this is what is happening in our country, if we are to be honest. We all know that Donald Trump now wants to intervene, and he wants to put an end to the massive killing of Christians in Nigeria. In a recent video that Donald Trump shared, he said, "I will stop it. It's getting too much." They were killing Christians, but now it's now in larger number of quantity, and he needs to stop it. It's unacceptable. Nnamdi Kanu said this some years ago. But we just kept quiet and allowed Nnamdi Kanu say something like this and felt reluctant about it. But now it is what is playing in reality, if we are to be honest. Well, without wasting much of your time, there is a video I want you guys to watch. I will not want you guys to miss this particular video that I will be displaying on your screen. Watch this video to the end, and when we are back, we'll definitely continue to know exactly what happened in court today. Because we are not going to miss today's updates in the court today. So watch the video to the end. When we are back, we will continue.
Are we ready?
Yes.
Well, greetings, ladies and gentlemen of the media. We have concluded today's hearing in the case of Nnamdi Kanu, and the crowning glory of it was that he put up a very good defense of himself, even though he was concentrating on the objections raised to the jurisdiction of the court. On that note, the court adjourned for further hearing to 7th of November, when the court expects that he will enter his full defense. Well, having said that, I know a lot of people have raised questions and eyebrows about the propriety of Nnamdi Kanu representing himself. It is his decision to make. He has a right under the Constitution to defend himself, and this case being politically charged, I think the idea or the notion that this is a normal criminal case has to be dispensed with. This is a not normal criminal case at all. If you want to understand the complexity of this case and the true political dimensions to it, you think of the case of Nelson Mandela, Martin Luther King, Obafemi Awolowo, Mahatma Gandhi. These cases were all politically tinged cases masquerading as criminal prosecutions. And these great men I mentioned, at some point in their struggle, at some point in their travail imposed on them by the state, they took the podium and defended themselves. So a politically charged case often comes with some unusual dimensions like this. So because, why? The reason is simple. Lawyers are restricted to very narrow wiggle room when they are doing a case. And that narrow wiggle room can be inimical, can be prejudicial to the interests of the client when the case has a political dimension to it. That thing needs to be out there. That limitation we have is not expected of the defendant himself. So a lot of times, the defendant himself will make the best defense of his case at that very point in time. That does not obviate the fact that the presence of a lawyer in a case is always better. But in certain circumstances, there are exceptions, and the exception is this one is one of the major exceptions. Thank you. Thank you.
So guys, welcome back once again. I believe we've all watched the video. And we've completed the video to see what Nnamdi Kanu Special Counsel and his press team, Alo Ejimako and others were saying there. You can understand what Alo Ejimako is trying to say. That the case has been adjourned till 7th. That they will be back stronger. Well, I trust Nnamdi Kanu on this. I'm very sure that Nnamdi Kanu will conquer. Nnamdi Kanu will conquer because Nnamdi Kanu is a man of defeating every time in battle. Nnamdi Kanu is a victorious man, so I'm very sure he will pull through this one. Now, let's get into full details so that we know exactly what transpired in court today. Court gives Nnamdi Kanu till November 7th to open defense or risk case closure. Now, let's read in full details. The Federal High Court in Abuja has given the detained leader of the indigenous people of Biafra, IPOB, Nnamdi Kanu, till November 7th to open his defense in the ongoing terrorism trial. The court again warned that failure to do so would lead to the closure of his case. Justice James Omotosho, presiding over the matter, described the adjournment as Kanu's last opportunity to defend himself. We had adjourned till today for the defendant to put in his defense or be deemed closed. But I am bound to give him another opportunity to put in his defense, the judge said. If he does not, I will deem him closed. I know that is an economist and not a lawyer. I will give the last opportunity to the defendant to put in his defense. Failure which he would be deemed closed. Justice Omotosho added before adjourning till November 7. Earlier prosecuting counsel Adewoyega Awomolo, ACN, had urged the court to foreclose Kanu's defense, noting that he had already used up 5 of the 6 days allotted for his defense without presenting any witness or evidence. You can see that this particular Awomolo all the time, he keep countering everything that Nnamdi Kanu does in court, urging the court to foreclose Nnamdi Kanu's defense, telling them that Nnamdi Kanu has used already 5 to 6 days allotted for his defense without presenting any vital witness or evidence. You can see the same Awomolo. Okay, it is sure. Let's continue. Awomolo reminded the court that the court on Tuesday adjourned till Wednesday for Kanu to enter a defense in his trial or be deemed to have waived his right. He added that the defendant again refused to open his defense when proceedings resumed. According to the prosecution, Kanu maintained that there was no valid charge against him and therefore declined to proceed. Awomolo then prayed the court to foreclose the defendant and adjourn the matter for judgment. From the dock, Kanu reiterated his position, insisting there was no valid charge against him to warrant entering any defense. This is what I told you guys earlier in this video. Nnamdi Kanu was like, why? It's not possible. I'm not doing it. I'm not entering any defense. There's no case against me. There's no valid charge against me to warrant me to enter into defense. Why do you guys want me to do that? This is what I said earlier in the video. And I've kept on saying this. Now let's continue. Meanwhile, Justice Omotosho cautioned Kanu's lawyers, PAN Ejiofor, Aloy Ejimako, Dr. Maxwell Opara, and Prince Mandela Umegburu, who now act as his consultants to conduct themselves within professional ethics. This followed complaints by Awomolo, who accused the lawyers of granting media interviews and making social media posts about the ongoing trial. The court then adjourned proceedings till November 7, when Kanu is expected to finally open his defense or have the case declared closed. Earlier, Sahara reporters reported that Justice Omotosho gave the detained leader of the indigenous people of Biafra, IPOB, Nnamdi Kanu, until Wednesday, November 5, to open his defense in the terrorism case against him or forfeit his right to do so. The judge had issued the directive after Kanu, for the 4th consecutive day, insisted he will not begin his defense, allowing the prosecution's closure of its case and the court's earlier dismissal of his no-case submission. Justice Omotosho thereafter warned that if Kanu does not open his defense on Wednesday, November 5, he would be considered to have voluntarily waived his right. Well, we can see exactly what happened in court today, as I've read everything for you guys in full details. Justice James Omotosho and the court have finally decided, they've made their decision now, and they've decided that they will give Nnamdi Kanu till November 7 to open his defense or risk the case closure or forfeit it. And I'm very sure that particular Adeboyega Awomolo has a hand in this. Because everything Mazi Nnamdi Kanu keeps saying in court, he keeps on countering it. Had to even urge the court to dismiss Mazi Nnamdi Kanu's case till November 7. Why would he be doing such? Human rights activist Omoyele Sowore came out openly on his X to tweet that for the avoidance of doubt and to alert the public, it has become clear that a secret decision has long been reached within the official Abat. This is Tinubu's official handle on X regime regarding the fate of Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. The plan devised through a high-level political conspiracy is to either sentence him to death or condemn him to life imprisonment. This outcome, predetermined far in advance, is now being dressed up in the guise of judicial procedure. Justice James Omotosho is expected to conclude Kanu's trial by declaring that his refusal to open his defense amounts to an admission of guilt, a convenient interpretation designed to seal a verdict already agreed upon behind closed doors. The ruling is anticipated this November, a month that bears a haunting historical precedent, one of Nigeria's most haunting tragedies. It was in November 1995 that the military tribunal of General Sani Abacha sentenced Ken Saro-Wiwa and 8 other Ogoni activists to death. A sentence carried out with ruthless precision. Today, 3 decades later, Nigeria appears to be standing at the same moral crossroads. Only the year has changed. This is 2025, not 1995, but the machinery of repression grinds on. The trial of Nnamdi Kanu has ceased to be about justice. It is now a test of conscience for a Nigerian state and its citizens alike. Well, this is what Omoyele Sowore came out to tweet openly on X, saying his mind, saying that the trial of Nnamdi Kanu has ceased to be about justice. It is no more about justice. Now it is a test of conscience for Nigerian state and its citizens alike. You can imagine that. He even said that it has become clear that a secret decision has been reached between Tinubu and his regime. They have, like I said, they have finally come to a conclusion on what to do to Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. And this is what I kept on telling you guys. They don't want to release Mazi Nnamdi Kanu yet. They want to still keep him for more years to come. But I'm very certain that Mazi Nnamdi Kanu will defend himself boldly and confidently, and he will be out again. He will be released. Now, let me have your thoughts. I would love to have your take on this in the comment section. Do well to like this video, share this video, always leave a free Mazi Nnamdi Kanu in the comment section, and most importantly, hit the subscribe button and turn on this channel notification bell so that I won't be missing any trending updates about Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. See you in my next video. Bye.